Hello everyone, I'll begin with the topic called as leukemia. Leukemia means it is the disorder of WBCs. Leukemia is a group of disorders characterized by malignant transformation of blood forming cells. So it is a group of disorder where the cancerous cell productions will be seen. The proliferation of leukemic cells takes place primarily in the bone marrow and certain forms in the lymphoid tissues. So mainly the cancerous cell production takes place in the bone marrow and in some conditions even in the lymphoid tissues. Ultimately, the abnormal cells appear in the peripheral blood, raising the total white cell count to high level, where in whichever organ the cancerous cell is being produced, finally it will fall into the peripheral blood, where in the peripheral circulation we can make out the WBC count to be high. In addition, features of bone marrow failure, so along with the increase in WBC count, the bone marrow will undergo failure because of anemia, neutropenia and thrombocytopenia, and other organs are also involved where they will undergo certain abnormality in case of cancerous state. So those organs are liver, spleen, lymph node, etc. The definition for leukemia. Leukemia is a malignant or cancerous disease of the hematopoietic system characterized by uncontrolled and abnormal proliferation of one or more of the leukocytes. So it is a cancerous state of the hematopoietic system. Hematopoietic system means it is a blood cell forming system where this particular system will be damaged, and this will give rise to uncontrolled and abnormal proliferation or abnormal multiplication of one or more of the leukocytes. Leukemia is also said as neoplasia, a malignancy or cancer of the white blood cells. The causes for leukemia, three main causes are present, that is genetic factors, environmental factors and infection. Genetic factors, some of the genetic disorders are more prone to develop the leukemic state like Down syndrome as well as Klinefelter's syndrome. Certain environmental factors like ionizing radiations, diagnostic x-rays where patient receiving the radiation therapy, nuclear explosion, that means the individual is getting exposed to the radioactive substances, as we have the incidence of nuclear bomb explosion in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Chemical carcinogens like benzene, aromatic hydrocarbons, and certain drugs like alkalizing agents and chemotherapeutic agents. These are some certain environmental factors which may give rise to leukemia. Certain infections, that is caused by a virus called as HTLV, that is human T-cell leukemia lymphoma virus, that is an oncogenic virus. This also may be the cause to develop leukemia. Classification of leukemia, it is based on two types. First one is based on cell type and second one based on the natural history. Based on cell type, which has been predominantly involved, that is which type of the hematopoietic cells are in excess in the circulation or in the bone marrow. According to those cell type, it is myeloid as well as lymphoid type, and according to the natural history, it is acute and chronic. So combining these two classifications, there are four main types of leukemia, that is acute myeloblastic leukemia AML, acute lymphoblastic leukemia ALL, chronic myeloid leukemia CML, chronic lymphoblastic leukemia CLL. So what is the difference between acute and chronic leukemia? Acute leukemia will show rapid onset. The onset is faster. Here in chronic, it is insidious onset. That means gradual appearance of the leukemia will be seen. Acute leukemia will show rapid disease progression. The progress of the disease is fast, whereas in chronic, the progress of the disease will be slow. In case of acute leukemia, patient dies within weeks to months, whereas in chronic leukemia, disease course is long and it is measured in years. It is quite prolonged. Patient may remain for a certain period of time. Acute leukemia, it results from accumulation of the blast in the bone marrow, which may spill over into the peripheral circulation. So in acute leukemia, there is accumulation of these blast cells which are in the bone marrow, and this will be getting into the peripheral circulation. So it is said blast count in the bone marrow, if it is more than 30% according to the FAB criteria for diagnosis of leukemia. FAB criteria means it is French American British criteria for the diagnosis of leukemia. According to this criteria, if the blast cell is more than 30%, then it is said to be a leukemic state. Blast may be either the myeloblast or lymphoblast. So while diagnosing or detecting the state of leukemia, we should be able to differentiate between the myeloblast and lymphoblast. Correct categorization of the blast, that is myeloblast or lymphoblast, is important to classify acute leukemia into AML and ALL. AML refers to acute myeloblastic leukemia and ALL refers to acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So in AML, most probably we will be seeing the myeloblast, and in ALL we will be seeing the lymphoblast. Treatment for both these types of leukemia, acute leukemia, is also different. So there is a necessity to do the difference, or the difference between these two cells should be known. So the difference between the myeloblast and lymphoblast with respect to morphology, cytoplasmic features, granules and or rods, these are present in case of myeloblast, whereas in lymphoblast it will be absent. With respect to nucleus, chromatin is fine in case of myeloblast, and in lymphoblast it is condensed. Nucleolus, it is 2 to 3 prominent nucleolus will be seen within the myeloblast, whereas in lymphoblast 1 to 2 less prominent. So we may see this nucleolus or we may not see the nucleolus in case of lymphoblast. Chromatin condensation around the nucleolus is present with respect to myeloblast and absent in lymphoblast. Cytochemical features or the certain cytochemical stains are also present. So here MPO, that is myeloperoxidase stain, Sudan black B, SBB stain, and specific esterase and non-specific esterase remains positive for myeloblast, whereas all these 4 stains remains negative with respect to lymphoblast. And one more stain, that is periodic acid skiff stain, to demonstrate the carbohydrate, it is negative for both the cells. Immunological features or immunophenotyping, that means detecting the presence of antigens over both the cells, lymphoblast as well as myeloblast. So CD refers to cluster of differentiation. These are the group of antigens residing over the surface of the cells. So with respect to myeloblast, CD13, 33 and 65 is positive. All these antigens are present, whereas in lymphoblast it will be negative. CD2 and 7 is absent in myeloblast, whereas it is present in the lymphoblast. CD10, 19 and 24 absent in the myeloblast and present in the lymphoblast. So what is this OR rods? We need to know. OR rods are nothing but those are the needle-like cytoplasmic inclusions which stained red purple with a Leishman stain. So needle-like structures, small structures which will be present within the cytoplasm of the myeloblast, and they will stain red purple with a Leishman stain, where Leishman stain is one of the Romanowski stain. Most reliable morphological feature which determines that the blast is a myeloblast. This is one of the reliable feature to say the myeloblast itself, the cell is a myeloblast itself, because this needle-like structure will be present only with respect to myeloblast. It shows intense staining with MPO and SBB, that is myeloperoxidase stain and Sudan black B stain. They may be single or in clusters. So either in single form or in groups they may be present. So seen in AML, M1, M2, M3, these are the subtypes of AML, and in some cases of M4. And in CML, it is chronic myeloid leukemia. In case of blast crisis phase, when you study each type of leukemia, you will come to know what are these subtypes under each type of the leukemia. So in blast crisis phase of CML also we can make out the myeloblast with the presence of this rods. These are formed by the fusion of abnormal primary granules seen in the myeloblast. The granules will fuse together. The granules will fuse together to form these rods or the needle-like structures in the cytoplasm. You can see the image where it is showing the presence of myeloblast, single myeloblast in the single OR rod in the myeloblast is seen. This is the slide which shows lymphoblast without the presence of OR rods. Thank you.